Okay, this week in phonics and in spelling, we have a new skill. Last week we worked on digraphs. That was two letters that go together to make a different sound. Like the PH doesn't go puh-huh.
No.
It goes,
Makes the
so it makes the S sound. That's a diagram. Two letters go together, but they make a different sound. Now, blends. How come blends have more than one letter, but what is different from a blend and a digraph? I'll tell you. A blend takes all the letters and all their sounds, where a digraph makes a totally different sound. So if Mrs. Murphy has three letters now, three consonants, they're not vowels, and I put them all together, we're just going to blend it together. We're going to say all the sounds together. So I know these are kind of small, but I have an S, a P, and an R. This is one of our blends this week. So as I touch the letters, I want you to say the sounds. Here we go. Ready? P, R. All right, I need everybody doing it with me. Everybody, ready? P, R. Now let's blend it together. Ready? Spur. Let's say it again. Spur. Okay, so spur is one of our blends. Aria, can I have you do Mrs. Murphy's job? Will you put them up there as we do them? All right, now, look at this blend. It's just like spur, but there's now a T in it. So let's do all the sounds together. Ready? Okay, water bottles down, and you're doing it with us. Okay, ready? Everybody. Okay, let's blend it together. Stir.
We did this in
Okay, stir.
and
Okay, now on to the next one. We have a C. The C is not going to make the S sound because it's going to make the K sound because there's not an E, I, or Y after it. So let's say these three sounds. Ready? Stir. Skr. Okay? Now this one, we learned the TH goes, it's one sound. But then we're going to add the R. So let's do this one together. Ready? Stir. Good job. Like third, not third, but three. All right. How about this one? We got two more. Let's do these sounds. Ready? Full. Good job. And the last one. What does SH say?
Sure.
Okay.
Like you're sure.
Not like the word sure. That would be spelled a little differently.
Sure.
Nope, not that one. That was a little different way. Or Louis, I mean. All right, three little letter blends.
When three consonants get together, they make a gang. A gang of three. Skr, een, scream.
It really screams.
Finding a gang of three in a word helps you break it into smaller chunks, making it easier to read and spell. Here are some more consonants that make a gang of three. Thr, o, throw. Spr, ing, spring. Shrub, ink, shrink. Struck, ong, strong. Splut, ash, splash. There are 6 different gangs to look out for.
You forgot the SDR.
Thruck, Scrub. Shrub. Scrub. Strut. Splut. We're the toughest gang of three around here.
Put an A, then put
No,
the
you're
R
not.
back as this.
We're tougher than you.
We're the toughest gang ever here. Nah, we're the toughest. So watch out for the gang of three. They can help you break words into smaller chunks.
Okay. So they call them a gang of three. So you have three letters, consonants, put them together, they're a gang. You say every sound and you then blend it together. Okay, on your worksheet that Mrs. Murphy just handed out, we're going to practice this. So put your name at the top. And at the top it says three letters can be blended together as an SCR, skr, SPL, spol, SPR, spur, STR, stir, SHR, sure, and THR. Okay, we're going to look at the picture, and then we have to try to decide what is the missing blend. So look at this first picture. Who thinks they know what that is a picture of? What do you think it could be? Tyson, what do you think it could be? Now, Mrs. Murphy, here, I want to show you something. If you don't know what the picture is, sometimes look at the ending of it. What do you guys see this word is? One. But Mrs. Murphy thinks that E is just going to jump out over to make that O long and not say like the number one. But it might say own. Own. So what could that be?
Throne.
A throne. Good job. Did that help you when Mrs. Murphy did that? Okay, so if you ever don't know, sound out the end of it, and then see if you can figure out the beginning. So, Tyson, what is the beginning sound of throne? What?
M.
Okay,
W-O-P-H.
Not, when I stick my tongue out, what two letters make that sound? Did you say PH or what did you say?
I said P-H.
Yeah, I don't want PH. PH makes the F sound. Remember from last week when I stick my tongue out, what two letters make that sound? Kate, help your friend Tyson.
T-H.
TH. You were close, but it's not the PH, it's the TH.
I was just
John, what am I missing? What? R. Good job, John. Throne. Throne.
That was a little tricky.
That was a tricky one. Okay, number two. Now, look at number two. I know this might be tricky, but look at the ending of this. I have ash. I have ash. So what's the blend do we think we could put to make a word? What do you think, Addie?
S-P.
Now, SP would be spash. Spash.
S-P-L.
SPL, because I went spol. I'm missing that L sound. Splash. Good job. Splash. So, chunk it apart, break it apart. I just did that with Addie, and she realized, oh, she forgot a letter. That's what you guys need to do this week. Break your blends apart. Make sure you have every sound. Okay, number three. I have ub. What do you think they're doing? What do you think, Rain?
Scrub.
Scrub. Now, they're scrubbing it. I don't know what, like the pan?
Yeah, pan.
So, Rain, what do you think it is?
S-C-R.
Okay, let's see if Rain is right. Skr. Yes, skr. He's got all three sounds. Scrub. Number four. I have, as I noticed at number four, I have the the king of ing at the end. Ing. What do you think that is a picture of? Elias, what do you think? A spring. How do you spell spring? What's the blend? S-P-R. Did all my stuff disappear up here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I pressed something and disappeared. Okay.
You pressed the X.
I did?
But your pen is still there.
Okay. That is weird. I didn't think I did. Number 5. I bumped it again. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully everybody has it down.
I didn't. I don't. I need help.
Carson, I don't want to see water on your desk. If I see water on your desk, I'm taking your water bottle away. Okay, number 5. This is app. It says app. What do you think that could be? Carson, what do you think number 5 could be? It says app. But it's pointing, it looks like a purse, but it's pointing to something at the top of the purse. It's actually not pointing to the actual purse itself.
It's pointing to the.
What do you think it's pointing to, Carson? I bet your mom has a purse. What does she put over her shoulder? What is that called? Purse. Here, I'll give you an example.
I know what it is.
Let's see a purse. Carson, this is Mrs. Murphy's purse, but we're pointing to this. If I put this over my shoulder, what am I putting on my shoulder?
Strap.
Strap. Now I want you to sound out strap for your friends. How do you spell strap, Carson? Good. S-T-R. Strap. Strap. So like the strap of a purse. Okay, number 6. We have up. Up again. What do you think that could be? Kaden, what do you think that could be?
Club.
Say it one more time. I think you have it.
Club.
Not a trub. You're close.
Trunk.
Not a trunk.
Trunk.
This is a hard one.
Tree.
Not a tree.
Not a trunk.
No.
No. Why would you say that?
Libby. Oh, please don't shout, Libby. Not a stump. Because we have all at the end.
Mrs. must be branch.
Why are we shouting? When everybody else has their hand up. Addie? No. Because we don't have anch at the end. We have Raylan?
Shrub.
Yes, that is another name for a bush. It's called a shrub. Now you were so close, Kaden. You just had that T sound at the beginning. Now, Raylan, how do you spell shrub?
S-H-R-U-B.
Good. S-H-R-U-B. So a shrub is another name for bush. It's just kind of a small little bush.
Mrs. If you eat, your R didn't go
Yeah, it did.
in. It's a little bit. I mean the E.
There is no E.
They said E.
Sure. S-H-R.
Sure.
U-B. U-B. Yep, just the 3-letter blend. No E.
You can spell sure, but just add a U.
Yes.
I wasn't sure it was shrub. I
Okay.
just was caught.
Now, at the bottom. We haven't talked a lot about compound words, but a compound word is made up of 2 smaller words. Circle each compound word and then write the 2 smaller words that make it up. So number 7, Mrs. Murphy has 2 words. I have beaches and bedspread. Who can find which one of these words has 2 words put together? Aria? Beaches, bedspread.
Oh.
Bed
Spread.
spread. Good job. What is a bedspread? Raise your hand if you know what a bedspread is. What is it, Briley? What's a bedspread? Are you gonna spread something on your bed?
No. No. Like a spring, like for a bed.
Not a spring.
No, like a spring. That's bed.
No.
Like the sheet. sheet.
It's the very top sheet of your bed. And sometimes you call it a quilt. Sometimes you call it sometimes you call it a comforter. Another name is a bedspread. It's not actually your sheets or your blankets. Those are different. Those go underneath your bedspread. So we have a compound word here, bed, and we add spread to it, which makes bedspread, and that's what's on top of your bed. And some of you might not have a bedspread or comforter. You don't have to. You don't have to have one, but a lot of times that bedspread keeps all your blankets in. I'll make Mrs. Nyra is making new ones, okay? All right, so we need to circle the compound word and then break it apart. Bless you, Kaden. Okay, number 8. I have wishbone, wonder. Which one of these is a compound word? Wishbone, wonder. What do you think, Kinsley?
Wish and bone.
Yes, wish and bone.
With bone.
So, wish is like if you make a wish, and then like a bone, we know what a bone is, but Kinsley, what is a wishbone?
It's like a V, but
Like, it's kind of like, not quite a V, kind of a V, but it has a little
yeah, it's like a U.
Y.
Why?
Y, right?
You know why? Do we all have
So at Thanksgiving, if you have turkey, and in the turkey, there's this bone, we call it the wishbone, and what you're supposed to do is one person's supposed to pull on one side,
and
and another person pulls on the other side,
and then you wish it.
and then you break it apart, and whoever gets the longer side, let's say I pull on this side, and let's say Raylan pulls on that side, and he gets the short end, and I get the bigger end. If I get the bigger end, I get to make a wish. Now, if we break it apart,
That's not how
and
I do.
he gets the longer end, and I get the short end, then he gets to make the
That's
wish.
not how I do it. We break it and then the wish actually comes true.
We never know if wishes come true, do we? Okay, number 9. I have springtime, and I have spotted. Ingrid, what do you think?
It's springtime.
Springtime, good job. I have the word spring, which spring could mean like one of our seasons, or it can mean like a spring up above. But I add the word time to it. And so when I make that a compound word, springtime, I know that that's the season. We're going to have springtime soon.
It's like, it has ing. I always thought, I don't know ing and an e and d. I'm like,
Okay,
wow.
as you get done, I would like you to hand these in to Mrs. Murphy and grade them, and then grab your dictionary and then come back to your desk.
No, it's